wireless headset anymore, and pulled my PC off my desk. Straight off my desk. I was like, I'm just going to go get some water, guys. Bang! And then it was gone.
Did it smash?
No, it was okay somehow.
Okay.
The graphics card fell out of the slot, but it was okay. I was able to put it back in, and it still works, so that was pretty good. I get 2 FPS.
I don't envy you.
So it is split, Banks. 100% prediction rate from Mitch, at MitchMan on Twitter. It was absolutely fantastic for me today. Got to say, I'm the MVP here on the desk with my pick percentages. I'm loving it.
I'm the best.
You know what? I'll even go out on a limb.
You're gloating.
I'll even go out on a limb, Banks, right?
Yep.
I'm going to make a big prediction. Liquid pick this map. Look at that. I'm so smart.
We already knew that.
I'm so smart. No, no one told me that. No one told me Liquid picked this map. They just told me the BBL picked the other one.
Yeah, exactly.
But all I'm saying is no one told me. I figured that out on my own.
Someone save me from this man and from this madness that is MitchMan. It's a pain sometimes.
The prediction
having to deal with you. But pardon? No, let's not say that. Definitely not. If we compare all your stats from the previous days, mate, how would it be looking?
Oh, not on who wins games, just on what map it's going to be. That's all I can do. That's all I can help with.
All right, we'll split now. For BBL, I'm going to need something kind of game-changing to the way they approach this. I'm going to see next level confidence. I'm going to have to see them, I don't know, not just come out with a bang, but I mean like even start pushing Liquid around a bit. Because they managed to get a few rounds. It started to look good on map 1. But then, once the pressure was applied, once Liquid got things going, they just kind of almost seemed scared at times, you know? They start to back away a bit more.
So BBL have played this map, and they've got a 100% win rate. They've only played it once, though. But that team that they played against is, so hold on, first of all, it was 13-5. So you get an idea of the kind of quality of team I'm thinking of. And then I'm going to tell you, it was Need More DM that they faced off
against. That's pretty good then.
That's a damn good
win.
result.
Yeah, yeah.
Need More DM are also pretty good when it comes to splits. So I'm not terribly upset seeing that. And I'm just checking.
Did they use this agent lineup?
Oh god, now I'm gonna have to quickly scan up. I think so.
You got time. You can find out. I'll take
Jet
the pistols. It all goes
yes,
down.
They use the same lineup.
So okay, cool. So we are potentially looking at a good BBL here. It depends what respect Liquid show us, because yesterday Liquid looked insane when it came to split, right?
The fact that it's Need More DM, that's a team that, again, one of those teams that don't get invites, but you feel like they should a lot of the time. So for BBL to come in and have a win versus them on this map, which I would guess was even Need More DM's pick if it wasn't a best of one, that's really, really respectable. You have to give them a lot of props for that one. 13-5 as well, so strong. Hopefully that will be enough then to pull them across the line. The buy rounds, the late round is where they struggled once Liquid got a read on them. But if they can find these early rounds still, that would be very helpful.
Now, I love where they put Link here on A for Team Liquid, right? Not often do we see the Sage able to have so much impact from a position like this. But when it comes to Link, he's doing all the work. Now, obviously, they're starting on the attacking side. We don't get to see it for a while, but hopefully we will get to see it because he was a monster last time around. But what we are going to see is Liquid just run straight up into it. But Aslan, here we go. That's what you want to see. But now he's got to be careful. Starts taking a few shots. Can't make him connect. But Russ is there in the back lines. He's also the Sage playing up on A. Is he able to do the magic that Link has shown us time and time again? He does at least against Scream. And then the Cypher's going to fall at the hands of the other Cypher. Kiro takes him out. It's a headshot delivered. And the defenders get around. A good start from BBL. But we've seen it before. They've got to keep it going. They've got to keep mustering up all that strength in order to fight back against a courageous Team Liquid.
What I was quite curious about that one was BBL gave up complete control of middle. They allowed for those players to push right in. I think it was Link and Eccles to get into rope room, and then they just completely bailed on it, playing towards the B side of mid. As I said, you've got a Sage, you've got a Raze there. The Cypher's playing B, and the only reason that sometimes it's a little bit different is Cypher can play A with a lot of teams nowadays. Whereas obviously Beta, it was 100% B. Now it's, I think, probably closer to 50-50 from what I've been seeing recently. But once they lose out control in towards middle, they just get Russ to rotate all the way around to the A side to back them up. They leave the Raze, obviously, to hold out in B because you're damn solid when you've got that nade early round. And Team Liquid got all that early map control, but just lost out the aim duels massively. Aslan did a great job holding it down. And now we move into the second, where Liquid have already again got top mid control. And this time they're looking to move things in towards the B site, but again, BBL have that read.
Ooh, damage done. A lot of low players. Lego needs to be careful, though, out on the edge, and he gets absolutely destroyed. The Sheriff headshot from Link. And, of course, it's Link. It's a headshot. Aslan wants to look to break through, but he needs to be careful on the other edge of that. They're playing through the smoke. Oh, see it! That was a huge play, actually. He could have died in that spot. Be careful. You're getting carried away, my friend.
Oh, they're going to just push him down. They hear the TP. They know he's on the left side now, trapped inside of the rope room. He's spotted moving his way towards the A side, and they are not looking to give him a defuse, or sorry, plant rather, not wanting to go for defuse later, as Aslan shuts him down, puts 2-0 on the board, and they only lose one player. Solid stuff overall. I don't mind the peak as well going down by CNED, just because he had the dash. There's a really solid info play to guarantee everybody was looking at Eccles as he came around the corner.
His headshot. Oh dear. Link headshots.
Through the wall, why not?
I'm at the end of this tournament just going to look at Link's headshot percentage and see if anyone can outdo him. But you know, you look at it and you probably think like, oh, Scream would be the one to get the better headshots in percentage, but Link just seems to always deliver with it, even when spraying. Boom, boom, pow. Mr. Scream and Link. The dynamic duo of Liquid. Certainly two players I'd never want to face off against.
Oh no, you don't want to be messing with them.
Oh, CNED. Getting baited out on the first shot. A wall goes up there, which is nice, so he's protected straight away from his teammate. But that's good work from Liquid, right? Straight away you've said, okay, yep, we know how to handle this. Eccles not quick enough to find the kill. That means the BBL just back away for now. Mid control. Had by Liquid for now. Soulcast starts to reposition himself over towards B. And actually, he's getting away with a lot there. The camera does spot him out. He finally finds it. He's got Scream there to back him up. Cryptic's working his way into mid, wants to push through. Scream's got the first kill though. It's Rust that goes down. That's the Sage taken out. Scream, he's just continuing. Soulcast is there to back him up. This is incredibly nice from Liquid. They found their way in. They've absolutely dominated. None of them have died just yet, and only Aslan remains. He's on the stairs, and, well, I don't find much hope for him at all here, Mitch. At best, he can get a kill, but you might just hold on to your weapon at this point. Liquid have already decided to go on the hunt for him, and of course, he goes down. He doesn't stand a chance in that. They were not going to allow him to get away with it. Solid round.
BBL are under threat, Banks. They find their two. They lose one out now to Liquid, and this has been the story of this game so far. BBL early half are good, and they can't touch any of the last 6 rounds. That's where Liquid just own them. We need to see them lock them out, especially defense side of split.
Yeah.
A lot of pressure on their backs. We know that even Liquid themselves are a fairly defense-sided team when it comes to split.
Yeah, one of the few more defensive maps on that we see on a regular basis.
Thankfully, not the way it was in beta.
Oh, yes.
And I remember that just 9-3, 9-3, 9-3. It's like, come on.
How many overtime games did we have when it came to split?
Luckily, OT back then was just the one.
Yeah.
Just one round.
That was a bit of a broken OT system, but yeah.
It always felt bad for the team that was like on split.
Which one did you get?
Whoever had attack was like, oh, unlucky guys.
GG. We did have that epic one though, didn't we? It was in the American one.
Finals,
Yeah, the American Grand Finals. We were commentating at the beginning of beta.
And they smoked too easy.
And it was split and the Viper play coming in. And
from Jammies.
Oh my god, back and forth. How many
Jammies
overtimes?
Jammies got like a 4K spray down. I think that was the first one we had.
How many overtimes?
That was only the one round to decide, wasn't it?
No, we had more on the second qualifier. Remember, we changed it up.
Yeah, we changed it. I can't remember.
And it went on for ages.
It did, yeah. But as well, it was the fact that it was, I think it was 10-2 at the halftime, and they came back into it, and then they won it. It was nuts. Those kind of games are always the best to watch, really, when a team... Obviously, the first half won't be fun because one team's just getting slapped. And you're pretty much like... I love the arc where at the start of the next half, the team that's down 10-2 wins, and you're like, oh, okay, well, you're just extending this, just making it longer till I get to eat. Thanks, guys. And like 5 rounds in, you're like, oh, okay, is this actually happening? I don't want to believe yet. And then another 5 go by, and you're like, oh my god, is this really happening? There's a disconnect there you can see on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
Legos. Well, he's leg on. Hopefully he will return.
Why you like this? Why are you like this? Shout out to all the BBL fans though in chat, right? One thing I love when we get like a national team like this, and we kind of get like it being Brits. I know you're Irish, but we're like we hang on to what we've got, and we want to be proud and supportive. But that Turkish community and the Turkish stream that's going on right now, they get completely into it. The spam is real. They're supporting their boys, and it's nice to see, right? That kind of support for a team from your own nation, that you want to see them succeed, you want to see them do well. Especially if you haven't had one. Like for us, you're looking at Valorant, right? For CS in so long, the UK didn't have anything. Now we got our Liquid boys plus Scream. It's like, let's get it on. Let's get in there. Let's show the world.
For you, yes.
You have nothing.
I've got Fearoth.
Literally
one
nothing.
Irish land
You have nothing. You have nothing.
I'm going to pay Fearoth to come on an interview and say he's Irish. I wonder how much his nationalism costs him. He's French.
He's French. Much. He's going to love it. He's definitely going to be like, no.
I'll speak French to him. We'll be fine. That'll win him over.
Like, no, he'll hear your Irish French and be like, oh, God, no. Please, get me out of here.
See, Lego has returned. He's ready to build something out of the rubble that was left in the previous round.
I'm accepting applications for a new co-commentator. You can even come here tomorrow.
He is honestly quite annoying if you're playing against him, not just because he's raised, but like if he was to just lie on the floor and you just stepped on him on the way out, like made himself into a tripwire, that hurts.
All right, we're making a petition to get rid of you at this point.
I'm pretty sure many already exist.
All started by me. I just keep making new accounts.
Not Banks 002.
CNED of a shorty right round the corner. Oh! No, the invulnerability! CNED, you are so unlucky, and then you get absolutely destroyed. Scream! Oh my. He had to do it to him, didn't he? He really had to.
He's one-tapped him through the smoke as well. That's almost like the worst part of it. It's just completely ruined him.
Oh dear.
You could have been looking at some decent damage for them, but
I'd be on full tilt, man.
That's not hard to get you on full tilt.
It's kind of true, but I mean, like, in a pro game like that, when you had it, you saw it, you took the shot.
Yeah.
It was right in front of you. Being very patient, though, our Liquid. They're running the time down. Eccles, look, he's got it ready again. Boom, now it's time for them to go. Paranoia in play, the boombot goes out, these executes. Oh no, that boombot did not work out. Soulcast, what are you doing, man? You're supposed to know that one. Scream, though, got himself really close. He's in a position now where I think BBL 100% are saving, so they might be going on the hunt from the Liquid camp to take anything from him. Such a slow round overall.
The timer's just taken away as you see BBL just confirming that they're saving, but I think you're looking at some element of an exit for them, and they can get into a decent position depending on the exact positions they get.
Was it in Captain America where his friend was called Bucky? Am I getting that right? Yeah.
He's the bad guy.
He turns into a good guy in the end.
Oh, you spoiled it now for everyone.
Nope, my bad. If anyone hasn't seen the Avengers by now, and Captain America, like, you've erred. You're missing out on greatness. Lego House somehow got 2 kills with the Bucky. We missed it, but we spoke about it, so...
It was one Bucky. The first is a blast pack, I think, as they came around the corner. It's not too shabby.
Poor Smith.
And like, it's just the timing on it. The smoke pops. He's like, I guess I'll just tap through. Oh, there's a kill. Easy as can be. 2-2. That's the sort of boring rounds out of the way, right? Whenever you've got those pistols, the weaker weapons, it's one you just want to get done, because now we come to the full buy, and this is where things get interesting. Liquid have got 2 rounds in a row, now looking to break that economy yet again of their opponents and leave them up 4-2 if they do so, provided the eco didn't go insanely well.
Here.
The early format is heavily looking in towards mid-control, 3 players from Liquid there, but they're maintaining at least a little bit of info towards the A site with the Cypher cam that's come out, and also looking over towards B with just a passive hold from Soulcast on the raise. He's waiting for someone to give him a challenge so he can rip their heads off. It's going to be a slow one, but as we come up to the minute mark, that's when you need to start making a move. And you can see top mid controls being seized. They'll look to move into B. But again, due to that stack up that we're seeing from BBL, usually with the Sage, but now as Rose is swapped over, it's Aslan that's here. There's still 3 players towards that B site.
Very slow round after round here from Liquid. I like how they're mixing it up. They're going for no risks here. Eccles misses the first shot. Lego's ready with this raised grenade. This could be huge. They managed to avoid it though. Lego right on the edge. He doesn't want to push through just yet. He's thinking about it. He's actually made it in time. Scream still managed to get the pick though. Oh, the ult worked out. Kiro's gone down at the same time. Lego's only able to get 1, and Liquid find control of the B site. There was a lot of time left, not for them though. Russ on the hunt, but the revive comes in as well. Now he might have a chance in this. 2 versus 3, the spike only just got planted. Soulcast is just chilling there, waiting alongside his teammate. Stuck together, I'm not too much of a fan of here. Oh, Link just spotted the toes. Expecting a play could be lower down as well. He's waiting for the drop down to come in. Russ is finished off. And now CNED is just going to back away. He's got the operator and he knows he needs to hang on to it.
The upside here for BBL is that if they manage to save that operator, combined with the fact that CNED has his ultimate, you could be looking at a decent force buy in the next round.
Close shot from CNED. Still didn't work out. Oh, he's trying to bait out the shot. CNED's not going to fall for it. Straight away gets out of there. He doesn't want to fight anymore. Soulcast.
Great name.
And we caught the end of it as well. He's like, I will get you. Oh, there's the wolf.
I've blocked myself with a name as well. So 3-2. I want to see BBL, and if they do go for a buy on this one. Obviously, we see them with all Phantoms, but that's how life be, unfortunately. So that's just a spec bug. When we look in towards the actual buy, you can see, yeah, as I said, they've got a pretty decent force buy. CNED keeping the operator in a round where your teammates have got a Spectre and a Bulldog, I'm not a fan of. Even if, yes, you are a good operator player, I'd rather give it to someone else and at least have a stronger weapon than a Spectre.
Yeah, on par for that. Russ is holding at distance. Spots out the camera, puts an end to it, but now knows he does have to move around. They're being ever so quiet again, Liquid. Lego not sure what could be going on. All they know is that there was a Cypher camera nearby. Slow push-up starts to come in. Someone needs to keep looking up high, though. Eccles needs to be oh so careful. First shot's fired towards him. The grenades go out, but not going to connect with anyone. The ult comes in. And it does manage to get Scream. Lego not done yet, though. He's hungry for more. But how close are they? Link finds the kill onto Rust. That's a huge pick-off. Now they've got a chance in this, though. The boombot goes up. Lego's repositioned himself. I like how he's playing this out, but Liquid, it's so slow. The revive's going to come in. Maybe you just try to opt to go back to B at this point. Camera up. Can't quite see over the shadow wall. Oh, Lego, he tries to push through. They're all there looking at him. Oh. Another kill for Link. This is not how you should be playing at BBL. You're giving them opportunities. The time was running down. Scream lands the heady. CNED absolutely obliterated. Hero believes he's got a chance, but it's all over too quick. A 4th round secured for Liquid. They're running this clock right down, and BBL are pushing into this match. They're making grave errors. If they just waited, they had that site under control. That round was maybe theirs. I can't even say 100% because it is Liquid after all, but you know.
That's the thing. For BBL, overextending, giving away advantages, it's the way they play sometimes. It's a big problem for them. Against a team like Liquid, you're going to be punished for it pretty much every time. Now they're down to those weaker weapons yet again. And I guess this is where we'll probably see CNED at least pull out that ultimate, especially as he's still got the classic.
Get out of my way.
Here we go. It's popped out. You're going to see the push coming in towards A to see if he can get something done. No, he's not. He's actually playing quite passive with it. Oh my. That was...
I thought he was going to get one then.
That was a crazy play. I mean, I'd at least like him to have some support there.
Yeah.
You haven't seen anything A-long. Send the ult over and try peek on range to help.
Help him out, right?
Or at least use him as a distraction. He's like a flashbang in a way.
Right on the edge. Soulcast. What did you say?
Of Glory.
Oh.
Lady Gaga. I thought it
Yes,
was.
of course you would know that song. It's very fitting for you, Mitch.
Thank you. Because I'm always on the edge of glory. That's
This is not going to be good. That boom got straight down. Aslan has to run away. He's still alive. Puts himself back in, but with a sting at close range, will he be good for one? He is actually able to get it straight into the reload, but he's being pushed from both sides. Liquid back in control of the site. No problem to put that spike down. Those knives are flying out, but they're not connecting with anybody. Cryptix gets the kill. Liquid get the round. And even when the pressure's put on them, they still stand strong with 4 alive. They could strand themselves, I guess, but you don't want to be stranded. Not on split.
No, it wouldn't be ideal. For BBL, I think this just again highlights some of the problems that they've got in terms of allocating the resources. Like they had CNED with the ult. If he went mid, that could have been fantastic. Instead, it's a much more passive play.
And you were right, what you said with that. We saw the boost come out from the Raze and how he could have done it with the Bucky. Throws himself up, and then what you do is you get the Jet to just draft out at the same time. They'll be focused on him, throw some knife down, potentially get at least 1, maybe 2. Like synergy, like talk about working together. Don't just be like, I'm doing this.
I'm going to pop my ult. I'm going to make this push. I'm going to do that. It's like, well, why don't we do it all together?
Oh.
Instead of playing defaults on an eco, it's never really the way. Or, well, sometimes it works, but rarely.
Cover going up.
Especially as Liquid haven't played super fast A. Like, you know, the passive play, I understand. I'm with it. But you can't have a passive play with the strongest weapon and then play...
That's huge as well. So Eccles teleported away. They went on the hunt to see if they could grab him or see where he went. And instead, Link's just there, lines up the shot, gets it with the operator. And now we're in a 5v2. Omen and Sage up against all of Liquid. Link's just going to hold and hope no one's going to try and push behind him for now. No real worries at all here for Liquid. Liquid are probably the most well thought out team.
I don't know if I'd give him to Liquid or to G2.
Liquid, no way. I would not.
You don't think so? You've heard those
G2 are
comments
not
from
the
artists?
well thought out team, right? They've got good communication and really good synergy of how they want to play the game on the fly, but they don't have as many defaults, executes, this kind of things anywhere near the level of Liquid. Just because G2 are winning, right, and they're doing a fantastic job of that, don't take that away from them. When you look at the actual structure within it, it's a lot looser than what Liquid show.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I mean, even if you just listen to their comms as well, I guess it is very, very loose.
So what were you even thinking? Trying to say, not G2.
I was thinking of some of the plays we saw from them the other day, but I guess the point
but
you
you
made back
can't-
then was that, like, they made good plays that happened to be very, very well, like, structured, I'm going to say quickly, and then I'm going to counter that with a, but we don't know that was just random.
No, but
just,
thing is, I think it's structured, but it's just structured off communication. It's not like something they've gone, oh, we're planning this out. It's like, oh, I've got this, and I want to do boom, boom, boom.
yeah, they're very good at reacting off each other and playing around each other and whatever happens in the middle of a round. Like, their
Super fast.
mid-round game is insane. But, yeah, I get what you mean. In terms of actual, like, if you got their strat books and compared them, I think one would be a book, the other would be like a...
It's
short
much
novel.
easier for us to see what Liquid are doing, right, and see that something's actually happening on pure cohesion, something that was planned from advance. But when you look at G2, they've got a couple of them, but it's like sometimes you just go, that was amazing. I don't understand what just happened. and it was definitely messy.
Don't think you planned it.
Yeah.
But everything lined up for you. Like,
because your players are just that good individually, and the communication is next level. And you think they'd have harder communication because it's definitely not all their first language. Now, aggression being shown here from BBL towards mid. Oh, Aslan, that's the way you get it done. Eccles down and out of it, but Soulcast is going to turn it around, and he gets healed up in the meantime. He can just stand there and fight a bit more. Finally finished off. Oh, CNED, that's what you want to see. The Sheriff shot's coming out. He's grabbed himself a Phantom for his pleasure as well. And now we're in a 2 versus 2.
yes, we are. CNET has pulled it right back into a spot where they can win it. And Team Liquid, they're pulling it back into a spot where they can defend. Getting the plant over towards A in a couple seconds, but it's not really that I want to focus on. Look at Scream in the sneaky position, already pushed through to the spawn. Once this spike is planted, I don't think they'll expect it, but the peek comes through early. Doesn't matter. Head ripped clean off CNET, leaving it into a Lego 1 versus 2.
I love that, though, because Scream, right, he probably thought no one's ever going to check this. And actually, CNED was having a good look, checking every corner.
Yeah.
He was making sure that, okay, someone could be this aggressive and happy. Oh, no. Timing there for Lego. Timing. He's
Just
like,
in
oh,
case
just the
the,
camera, no problem.
yeah.
Oh, damn it.
In case the count didn't spot him, just make sure.
Double confirm.
It's like everyone's like, "Are you sure you weren't seeing things?" Oh, there he is. Okay.
Do you remember in that Zombieland movie, right? He'd just be like, always shoot it twice.
Yeah,
double tap.
Yeah.
And that's what it's about, right?
Cypher double
What
tap.
is not good enough? Cypher double tap is the way you want to see it go down. I think that's what we're going to call this now. Double trap. Double trap is now the term for a Cypher when he cams and traps at the same time.
Well, he certainly double trapped that one. I think Liquid, they've given 2 rounds to BBL, and since then, it's not been pretty.
Look,
Some rounds are close.
so unlucky, man. Like, he was doing everything right, really checking all the corners, wanting to make sure that didn't happen, but it is Scream after all.
That's where the point can end, really. It's Scream.
Yeah,
What
that's
do you
it.
do?
That's all I've got on it.
Just get wrecked.
It's Scream. He does Scream things. It's painful for you, not him.
So for Liquid, if you take a look at how the previous game went as well, it was very similar. I mentioned Solkis was in the top 5, at least coming into today, rated players. Not at the moment. I think he's probably number 6 because Zip had such a good game earlier. But after this game, again, I reckon he'll retake a spot. But Scream has been the one that's really delivered in this game, in a series indeed. And BBL are not a team that you can take for granted as a win if you're Liquid. They're definitely going to be a tough opponent. But you can see there's no NIP here. You know, Liquid aren't coming in just cruising through and letting themselves get dominated. Instead, they're coming in start to finish, treating this game like they're versus G2, and they really want to win it.
Oh, they really do. Liquid are not going to make any mistakes, especially the fact that they had that draw in the opening day. Oh dear, Aslan didn't expect Scream to be pushed up so far. The invulnerability again, but that didn't work out. Oh, the pack blowed him to smithereens. Soulcast up in the air. He gets slapped down, but Link's able to get the refrag on go. Full control had by Liquid for now as they try to swarm the site, but Lego and Cena are putting up such a shot. What was that? A jumping classic shot. Liquid had the control, they were swarming the site, and they certainly had the numbers. But BBL, that was impressive.
Someone get this?
Yeah, CNED with the right click as he jumped up above again.
Oh, I want to see that again.
They decreased the accuracy greatly on that because it used to be crazy.
Here we go. So look, they're swarming it. It's looking great. And then Cena gets one, Lego onto the next. Boom! Oh! Naughty, naughty CNED.
That's the thing, right? Your jumping accuracy is terrible, so why not fire 3 bullets?
Yeah.
Might as well.
1 out of 3, you know, why not?
You've at least got to hit him once. So we start this one out now, coming into the second last round with CNED getting aggressive on mid. Again, this is something that BBL did successfully for the most part in the early fight last time they tried it. And we wanted to see them playing as a team, moving together. They've even dropped the spike. They've got it completely. So Liquid, they can fight for A control, but they're not going to be planting. They've got to go all the way back after finding that kill. And in a 3v4 with no map control towards the spike, the problem is BBL halted their aggression just outside. And so they're not able to get in and spot the spike. They have no idea that rotate's coming through. It will cost Liquid extra time because they don't know that. And they've got to clear all the angles as they move on in and be ready to be swung on. But within the next 20 seconds or so, at this stage, within the next 10 seconds, they'll be ready to go. Unfortunately, Solkis was ready too early. He had a false start on that one, and he's been given the penalty of death.
And look at the last 2 players. So low on health. Unless Scream can get a kill, he's not going to be healing himself up anytime soon. He's in a good position.
Oh!
That's it. Look at that. Oh, oh my, Scream. All he now needs is a couple more opportunities like that. Now, if CNED cannot get the kill here, cannot find his way in, they're in a great deal of trouble. Oh, they're going to push in. Okay, they might not look straight up for him.
Oh, the
first shot.
He has to
not
hit
across
that.
just yet, and he's just raiding these shots off. Smoke goes down. That actually benefits Scream a bit here. Spike's going to be planted.
Oh, he's committing.
That's the time.
Fully committing the ult to it. Doesn't matter. They were both so low at that point because the shot connected, but it was legs and walls getting in the way absolutely everywhere. And as a 4th for BBL, and they're on the verge of coming back into this. The problem, again, that we have to underline is the fact that Liquid are a defense-sided team when it comes to split. And it's like 64%? Top of my head. 62, damn it. My 100% predictions are not on percentages of attacker-defender side.
That's fine. It's a lot of numbers, mate. I'll give you that one. I'll let you get away with it.
But so, like, 62% of the time they're winning the rounds on the defender side. That's a pretty solid statistics. Obviously, versus Vodafone Giants, they wrecked. It's 11-1. Can't really do much of that. But
the thing is the last 2 rounds where BBL have got so aggressive that's changed up. Like Liquid just didn't expect it.
And the thing what we said was Liquid kind of figure out what BBL are doing. Now BBL mix it up. They catch them off guard. But is that enough? Can they do it consistently enough? Is their strat book that deep?
Oh, Scream's gone down, but the Sage does have the revive. Omen in the back of the site and Eccles. He's found them the entry. This is their way in now, but can they hold on to it? Soulcast not looking to make a move just yet. He's definitely being cautious. The push is coming in from BBL, and they're starting to find their way into it, but the spike's not gone down just yet. It's just kills going the way of Liquid, and this is looking great. Russ is going to fire back with one of his own. The grenade's going out from Soulcast, but is it going to be enough? Is it going to connect? CNED, he's had a great couple of rounds now, and he's going to end it in style. 7-5, and BBL have given themselves the greatest chance. It was looking rough for their defensive side, but then they got aggressive. Then they started to fire back, and Liquid did not have an easy time towards the end.
If they were going to come back into it, or if they are, that's exactly what they needed. Not just the rounds that they're winning, but how they're doing it. Relatively convincing. CNED's now got the wind in his sails. He's got to be feeling good about how things are bouncing back, because it's very difficult if you're against such a big-name team, and against any team, and you don't get any momentum rolling. You're feeling like you're being boxed in and destroyed individually, and that's when you start to make mistakes and go out for fights you don't need to. But now the BBL have won those rounds in a row, now that everybody's had the chance to get some frags up and start feeling the groove a little bit, that can really help the mentality, especially of such a young team. I know they've got experience, but definitely not the same level.
Again, aggression. It's violent and it's speedy coming out from BBL. Liquid traded out 1 for 1, but his site's secured. That nade is doing a lot of damage, though. Kiro stood along for far too long in it.
Carrier is dead.
Spike's not going to be planted. It's now back on the floor. Aslan just running away from that boom body. Doesn't want to play around with it. Doesn't want to allow it to get too close, and he loses his head straight away. Cryptix is ready for it. The pistol does go to Liquid, and they grab themselves an 8th. They say, okay, yeah, you had those last few rounds. Welcome back. We're now ready to be on the defensive side, and we're going to show you how it's done.
Well, that's exactly what you would expect from Liquid, right? As we said, they're a strong defense-sided team. They've already got that 1-0 under their belt, now looking to confirm the win. That teddy bear's got a knife. That doesn't seem safe.
I want that in my room.
2 of them? They're one on either side of the door?
No, actually, like, behind me when I'm streaming, you know?
They're actually really big teddy bears. That was a full-size door behind them.
I want to actually, like, scare people when they come to your house. Like, if everyone tries to rob you, you have those 2 things, they just think you're insane.
You get a big, cuddly teddy bear and give it a knife.
It's evil teeth.
Oh, here we go.
I was waiting for greatness there with a shorty, but instead, it's great shots from Eccles instead. CNED's trying to make it work. Oh, he gets one! And he pushes forward. His teammates there to help him out as well. They'll grab themselves some weapons. He's low on health, and oh, he's not going to expect Cryptix, is he? Yeah, that's the first. Cryptix in with a second. He goes up the rope. He picks up the Phantom. He's happy with what he's able to deliver. They pick up the Bulldog as well. They keep hold of the big rifles. And Liquid, they do secure a 9th. It was looking a tad bit scary, especially as CNED has really stepped it up. Like, he was second to last on the scoreboard, and now he's first for his team. In just a few rounds. Look at this, Mitch. Boom! Oh. Perfect.
As I always say, you know, when you see the jet, you see a shorty, you know you're in for a good time. That's the fun part of it.
If you're on the receiving end, it's not a good time.
That is very true. Once you hear that dash, it's time to start spraying like a lunatic.
He just dashed at the wall, though, which just made it funnier. So I got the kill and then dash. Whoa. Oh, okay, that's cool. New way of doing it.
The exit strategy not quite working.
Oh,
okay,
Lego.
Info on the left. There's one left. You know, there's probably one rope room. That's what Lego's going for, but he doesn't want to commit his nade until he spotted him. I think he just saw the corner. There we go. Nade straight through. That's not damage, but it does push the player back, leaving Scream left side by himself. But they don't know he's there. They walled him off either way. Just to make sure as they look to push in towards this B site, there's still 2 players in position. Up on the Raptors, spotted out. CNED's able to get him easy peasy on the soul cast, but blocked out. Never mind. That cage doesn't actually manage anything. It's a one-way, so you can see the feet, but instead they just kill Cryptix once he peeks.
I thought they were dead to the right. So that's why you saw him quickly just dash out, right? He didn't want to just stay involved in that fight. But it actually doesn't matter.
Cage triggered.
solid attack from BBL, dealing with Liquid early on, not letting them get, again, that ball rolling that we saw towards the last couple of rounds anyway, or the middle of the previous half.
Save from Liquid, though, is a smart decision. The B site is so hard to retake, especially when there's 5 of them alive. They got there in a really convincing fashion, though, BBL. Started with that presence a bit towards mid, and the other 2 pushed into B at the same time.
It's a big issue if you're able to, especially if you've got a Cypher who is an information gatherer in towards the B site, and yet still they're able to peek out and kill your Rafters player, and he doesn't know he's exposed to it. That's an issue. That shouldn't be happening. It was just a little bit of an overextension from Soulcast that ultimately ended up costing him his life.
I really feel like BBL is such a momentum-based team, though, right? Because you see when they start to get going, it becomes a big problem. CNED, just those last few rounds, he came alive out of nowhere, and now he's just non-stop.
Well, that's it. For BBL, the fact that, well, look, CNED's got it with his shorty in the previous, then he grabs 1. Really, we need to see it consistently when it comes to these buy rounds.
But I mean, like, even on the last rounds of the first half,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
That's what spurred all this on. It's continued. And it doesn't continue this time. We talk about him, and well, we cursed him by the looks of it. Eccles has found another as well. Link's going to be taken out, though. There's your Sage out of the equation when it comes to all of this. Eccles, well aware of where this might be going on. He needs to ensure that they take control of upper for now. They know the rain is going to be close. Scream's going on the hunt. Oh, he spots out the gun. Kiro, oh, straight away into the headshot. Scream's on the refrag, though. Nice and fast. Exactly what you need. And it's all up to Aslan. He's been the tower many times, but now his position's going to be known. He pokes back into it. He does manage 1, but they're all just looking at him. And another round will go the way of Liquid. And this time in a much better way for these guys. They've managed to keep themselves up with 3 players, or sorry, 2 players now, because that last one did just die. But the Boombot really messed it up for Aslan there to be the turret we know he can be.
Well, he even still did manage to take down Eccles, who peeked him with an operator. So that was quite impressive that he was able to connect that kind of a shot. Yeah, Team Liquid handled that really well. Eccles on the shot to Russ gave them the advantage they needed, that even when they do lose upper control, they can allow them to just push into the site and still end up in a good spot. Plus the fact that Eccles just bailed back and didn't overcommit to the fight, allowing himself to get taken down. I think it was a little much from Link to be running in there while he was still healing into the smoke, but
Link loves that, though. He doesn't heal, or he does it while healing. Like, he's just like, I will win. I will headshot. Ooh, Boombot battle. They passed each other. Hey, friend.
It should be like Robot Wars. Just like switch camera. Welcome to the Boombot battle. Oh, over here in the right corner. That'd be fantastic.
We should actually have a mode in Valorant for that. That would be awesome.
Design your own Boombot. Ones with saws on it.
Design a bot.
Nice nade. That's going to push them back on this one. They're going to go back down the ropes, but the slow is going to stop any map control from being re-seized. Otherwise, they would have just pushed with the nade.
Valorant's next top Boombot.
Feeling safe.
I've got it. Liquid, though, they're looking like the top team. Invulnerability from Scream. He's keeping himself going. He's not done just yet, and another headshot delivered. He's just making it look so easy. Eventually, Russ will close it out, but he's all alone now, and it's a 1v4. Wherever he goes, he will be shot at, he will be found, and he will be domed. It comes in from Soulcast. It's 11 rounds on the board for them now, and this is where it starts to look incredibly scary.
So, Banks, if you entered that game mode, if you were participating, would yours be called a boomer bot?
All right, Zoomer. All right. All right.
Feeling safe.
What are you, like 40?
40. 40.
38.
Well, if I'm 40, then it's very embarrassing for you that I excel in everything that you should be doing.
Get out of my way.
How long did you spend at the gym today, Mitch? How long did you last?
I had work to do. Banks.
Yeah, nice
You know
excuse. Yeah. how's the muscle training going? Yeah? My old man body seems to be fine.
Yeah, it's just holding on for dear life at this point, isn't it?
I'm just like bandaging it together. I'm just wrapping it up.
So that's what nobody knows. If you didn't go to the gym, you couldn't get out of bed the next day.
I'm like,
Help. Oh, yeah, 12-6.
That round just got wrapped up like our whole conversation did real quick.
I think BBL should have stayed in bed this morning because this is, I know, that's a little bit too mean. They are doing well.
I've not seen this one before.
Yeah, this is the new room they added in for the new skin set. It's pretty cool. They it's basically
Mr.
promotion for.
Observer.
It's over towards the. Oh, is this over towards the attacker spawn?
Do you know what that makes me think of? You know that crazy like techno song? That one.
A defender spawn is what I meant, but no, I don't know that one.
The one where we literally looked at the meme the other day of the cat going.
Oh yeah, okay.
I probably just did a really bad rendition of it, but yeah, that's what that looks like. Just some crazy stuff.
Right, it's the final round now. Banks tag up immediately onto Ankles. He's down to about 20, 30 HP. And for
He's
Team
running
Liquid,
over to Link. He's like, Link,
heal me.
give me that health.
And they got a safe angle to heal on as well, and then off he goes. So for BBL, obviously every round they get against Team Liquid just legitimizes them even more. It's something they desperately want, is to be able to say that, you know, hey, we stuck it to them. We made it difficult.
This scoreline, not so much, I'll be honest.
Yeah. 13-8 the previous map. They want to do at least better than that. And they got to win this round right here if they're going to do that.
Screams allowed him to get in. And he goes down straight away. Eccles, though, in the back lines, is able to find himself a couple. Cryptic's taking down Lego. It's all falling apart here. This could be it for BBL. Liquid looking to get this 13-6.
You will not kill my allies.
There's the res, though. CNED's back alive. Shot by Eccles, a 3K. He TP'd back there. Caught them completely off guard, but he was reloading when CNED peeked through, and it looks like this one's going to be tight. But it could go the way of Team Liquid with that kill from Cryptics. He gets a 3K to finish it off, and the spike should easily be defused in time now. That is going to be it as Team Liquid 13-8 on the second, or 13-6 on the second, and 13-8 on the first. Very convincing series overall.
Yeah, really good series from Liquid. BBL again. Okay, they put up a good fight, at least on Haven, right? This one, they certainly had a chance to come back into it. It was looking better for these guys. But ultimately, when it comes to split, Liquid are just looking so good.